It is.
It is. David doesn't get rid of anything. He's a collector of all things.
I'm vintage.
Yeah. All right, Ryan, it's going to be a little bit warmer today than it was yesterday, but not by much.
Yeah, not by much. Bitterly cold this morning. Record low temperatures observed in places where we have that wolf moon, the first full moon of 2025, highlighting the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, Wheeler Peak, and also the valley area there. Clear skies, light winds, dry air, a good recipe for bitterly cold air, especially in the backsides of storm systems. This is what we've been dealing with the past couple of days. Bitterly cold air, 16 degrees right now, calm winds, 76% humidity, very cold out there, bundle up, and very cold throughout not only the northern areas, but the western areas. -1 in Gallup, -4 in Alamosa, 15 in Santa Fe, 5 in Grants, 21 at the Sunport. But you guys at the Sunport experienced your lowest temperature so far this season at 15 degrees in many areas in the outlying areas of Albuquerque. Also bitterly cold, more than that just a bit. 11 in Las Vegas, 24 in Clovis, 30 in Carlsbad, now back below freezing, sitting at 31 in Las Cruces, 19 in Alamogordo. Here are the current temperatures across the metro. 1 in Moriarty, you are sitting at 0 degrees earlier, 15 in Edgewood and Sandia Park, 18 in Tijeras, 17 in the South Valley and the West Side, 19 Rio Rancho, 18 Bernalillo, and we're sitting right now in Los Lunas at a bone cold 14 degrees. So bitterly cold air across the metro right now. And looking right now at the metro, we can see the Sandias because of that wolf full moon and the light on top of the mighty Sandia Peak. Clear skies, light winds, dry air, radiational cooling as the result. 21 with a northerly wind and easterly wind at 3 miles per hour, 57% humidity, and the winds fluctuating just a bit, just allowing for a slight warming trend compared to about a couple hours ago where we dropped to 15 degrees. Not many clouds across our viewing area, sprinkles and flurries earlier near Roosevelt County. That activity has really since moved into West Texas. Some wispy clouds in the northeastern areas, but otherwise we're dealing with the very clear conditions, the calm conditions, and the dry conditions. And with a high pressure to our northwest, we'll see higher temperatures today. I think this model slightly underestimating how much warmer we'll be. We got to 42 yesterday in Albuquerque. I think we'll be closer to 46 today, but either way, still chilly and below normal in terms of our high temperatures. Low to mid 40s in Santa Fe. 30s and 40s for most northern areas. I think we may get a little bit above freezing in Alamosa, upper 20s in some of the high peaks. And far to the south, high 40s, 50s, and very close to the low 60s far to the south. Average high here in Albuquerque is close to 48, about 46 this afternoon. Seasonally cold to start, but a milder afternoon out there. So not too bad of a day, not many clouds across our viewing area, but some of those wispier clouds, high-level clouds approaching from the south, moving northeastward tonight into tomorrow morning, but not producing any rain or any snow. These clouds will likely provide, by the way, a beautiful sunrise tomorrow morning, so something to look forward to in the southern and eastern neighbors of Albuquerque. We'll continue to deal with those wispy clouds tomorrow, but otherwise no rain or any snow. But some of that approaching Arizona, and that is because of that high pressure providing the Santa Ana winds in places like California, starting to subside with stronger upper level winds starting to increase as we head closer to Friday. Blowing dust, blowing snow, and the elevated fire threat with these stronger westerly downsloping winds up to 50 miles per hour in the east slopes of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains and the central mountains especially. Then our next storm system dives back down close to New Mexico by the end of the weekend, providing some of the lowest temperatures so far this season. Afternoon high temperatures on Monday, teens, 20s, 30s, and 40s for most, maybe getting close to low 50s to the south and west, and even some single-digit high temperatures in the mountains of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, and some snow widespread in the northeastern areas, potentially in the western mountains, and even the Sandia, something we'll keep an eye on. A little bit of a temperature roller coaster ahead, warming up in Durango, then really starting to cool off ahead. Alamosa still barely low temperatures, barely cold air in the single digits below zero, and even colder air in the mountains for some areas the next couple of mornings. Dulce to Grants and Cuba, highs mostly in the upper 30s and 40s today, warming up in the 50s and 60s. Las Cruces, Alamogordo before that cool down big time by next week, especially Camado near the low 40s today. Cloudcroft, Ruidoso, watch out for snow by the end of the weekend into next week, but in the short term warming up. Roswell back in the 60s on Friday. Westerly downsloping winds really picking up in eastern areas in Mexico, including Santa Rosa to Clayton. Temperatures today in the upper 30s and 40s, warming up a bit more tomorrow and Friday for most. Angel Fire to Espanola, still single digit below zero temperatures or above zero temperatures potentially ahead. Santa Fe, Española will really have to watch out for the snow eventually ahead. Moriarty, too, places like Sandia Park, too, from the north to south valley of Albuquerque. Temperatures taking a bit of a roller coaster effect. 40s and 50s ahead, then 30s by next week. Maybe some snow in a San Diaz.
All right, fingers crossed for that potential snow.
Yeah, fingers, toes, anything you can cross we want to spur Mother Nature in the right direction.
Yeah, cross them, but make sure you don't expose them to the cold air out there. Right?
Keep them covered.
There you go.
All right, thanks a lot, Ryan.